Hello, everybody. And no, I'm reading the comments. Um, I was in the middle of something. I had everything set up, and I was trying to hurry up. I apologize for running a few minutes late. So, how's everybody doing today? Savvy's aunt, Marina, Kelly B, Vanessa. See how this is coming in. So, today I wanted to talk about friendship. Rosalie, how you doing? Mavid Plamin. Yeah, I love that name. So I want to talk about friendship because friendship is very important. Loyalty is very important. So you have, and I'm not talking about me personally. I have some good friends. Michelle Johnson, how are we doing? So friendship, okay, is very important to somebody who struggles with depression. Having somebody to talk to outside of therapy, somebody they can confide in. You know that one person, Jennifer, drive safe. Let us know when you make it home. You know, give me just a second to do something. Because when I don't do it, we happen to get. Can anybody change the chat to subscribers only, please? Can anybody do that? Or do I have to do it? I might have to do it. I'll do it. I got it. Okay, I got it. All right. I took care of it. You know, having that one person you can call and talk to, and they don't judge you, they don't tell you, hey, you know, this, that, and the other thing. They just listen. You know, Vibrant mentioned it. You know, that one friend that'll come over and just get you out of the house. Ah, there he is. You know, you were having that conversation. I took care of it. I'll go into YouTube settings, figure it out, and give you guys the ability, give a couple of you guys the ability to do it. I think I know what I got to do. So, you know, Vibrant mentioned, and I think it was the last live we did, or the live, yeah, not no, I think Sunday's live. You know, having that friend that'll just come over and get you out of the house and, you know, hang out. You know, that one friend, April Tobin, how are you doing? That's what I'm gonna do. Copy. Rosalie, I sent you an email. Well, Marina, unless you want to put it out there, I sent you the link. Via email. Yeah, they did, Maven. They did. Yesterday, when I dropped the link in chat before everything went on, somebody tried to come in and, pop in inappropriately, and I had to ban them. I stayed a week. They said we're going to keep you for 72 hours and let you go. And I'm like, yeah, I need more than 72 hours. Oh, you missed yesterday's live, April, didn't you? It was a situation, but we resolved it. I hope we did. I hope we helped the young one, the young man out. Okay. Yeah, it was a friend of mine came up on panel. Rosaline came up on panel, and yeah, she was a real one. I will tell you that. Real one. She was mentally in a place to handle a situation that I wasn't at that moment. I will tell you that. Kristen 76, how are you doing? How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's having a blessed day. Maybe he will, maybe he won't. It's the first half of the live, April. Maybe he will, maybe he won't. Only time will tell. Hello, my dear friend.
Hey, sweetie, how are you?
Doing all right.
Great.
You
I'm a
know,
day off.
yes. Couple more days, right?
Yep, I go back tomorrow and Friday. Friday's my last day. Have an exit interview at 2 p.m. and I am out of there. Hey, April. Hey, Kelly. Hey, everybody in chat. Yeah, so I'm kind of excited about that, but my heart's heavy regarding the individual we spoke with last night. So hopefully
Yes.
everything went well, and we'll just have to wait and see, right?
Yes.
And
Yes.
and the chance is that we may never really know.
Correct.
And that's when I just have to trust that we did the right thing. And like somebody said, maybe they'll be mad. Mavid said maybe Lou will be mad at us, though. You know what? If they're mad at us, at least they're still breathing, right? They're
Yeah.
still here. So it may not be a win-win situation, but you know what? we did what we were supposed to do. Exactly, Mavitt. We did what we were supposed to do. So yay. Hey, Michelle, Kristen. Close, but not my name. And it's okay.
Well, maybe he did send us an email.
Did you get an email?
Yeah, he sent you one and me one. He sent us both the same email.
I did not receive an email.
Yeah, he told us that he went in.
Oh, good. Yeah, I did not. I'll check a couple of places.
And Kelly, I sent you the link.
No, I sure did not get an email. But that's okay. I'm checking a couple of different ones, trying to remember which one I posted.
You posted the one with your name.
Yeah, no. I also sent you an email with a bunch of links.
Oh yeah, I
bunch
went
of
into
links.
yes, I went into Discord and I put it into
Okay.
support.
Okay.
All of them. I put them all into support. So
Excellent. So
the DV, the
all of them.
addiction, the grief, all of them.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Yeah, that's the first thing I did as soon as I received that email. So
yeah, well, before you and I part ways here later, I'd love for you to read me the email you received because I did not. They did not. It did not get here.
Okay, I will.
Okay, great. So how everybody else doing today? I'm working on a new project besides socks because I don't know if any of you know me. I knit socks to just keep my hands from smoking and keep busy. And then I gift them to friends. So I am now knitting a shawl. Big old rectangular wrap. I'm kind of excited about that. Again, keeps my mind busy, you know?
I think you sent the email.
Yeah, I received no email.
Okay.
But that's okay. Forward it to me.
Yeah.
And that's okay. So, Jet's mom. Oh, honey, how are you?
I'm going to send her.
I can't wait for her socks. Excellent.
Hello.
Oh,
What's beeping?
I'm in my truck. I'm getting ready to park.
Oh,
okay.
Kelly, that kind of excited me there for a minute. 31 days, Miss Jet's mom. 31 days. I just secured my cat sitter. So, for those of you who may not know, I am planning on a trip to visit my friend Jet's mom in November. And I'm the kind of person I have to have something to look forward to, or depression grabs hold. And I can't live like that. So, I have to have things to look forward to. So, first is Friday, and it being retirement day. Then
Yes.
all kinds of things lined up. Going to a burlesque show with a couple of friends on Friday night, which ought to be interesting. Saturday, I've got all kinds of things lined up.
So Rosalie, be honest. You're going to be in the burlesque show. You're going to be dancing.
Actually, not this time.
No.
No, I'm just a bit too long in the tooth for that kind of thing. At least in my own brain, you know. But I do have camp friends I've met from camp who are going to be there, and I think 2 of them are in it. So performing. So I'm kind of excited to be sharing my retirement day with friends that are performing.
Yes, and on the same day, it's going to be Jet's mom's birthday.
Yes. You want a wrestling burlesque birthday surprise? I don't know if I could send that via. Well, I could probably send you a picture. I don't know if they'll let me take pictures in a place like that. But then
who knows?
October 13 through 15, I'm camping, which is probably my third to last camp out of the year. We'll probably camp once more in like Halloween weekend.
Oh, that'll be fun.
It always is. It's a great bunch of people.
Wearing costumes.
Actually, no, because it's a pagan camp. So they're not Christian. They don't wear costumes. They just wear their normal stuff or nothing at all because it's that kind of camp.
Ah,
So
And
they don't dress up as Vikings or anything like that.
no, they live that way at camp. So it's
Okay,
not dressing
all right.
up. You know?
Okay,
If somebody wants to go around dressed as a Viking and talking all rough and tough like a Viking or loving like a Viking, then they do so.
oh yeah.
You know, if they want to be a Scotsman or wear kilt or wear dresses or not, you know, it's a place to be free. You know,
Yeah, I was a Viking last year for Halloween.
I could see that. You're a Viking every day.
Yes, yes. But I have the Viking braces. I
Do you?
have the oh yeah. One of
Nice.
these lives, I'll pull out my horn, my skull,
That'd be awesome.
my Viking horn that you drink out of.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll pull that out. Show everybody it's real too, and it
Oh,
works.
I believe you. I believe you. I believe you. I have a lot of friends that used to. I have acquaintances at this point. I don't know if they're still friends. I don't know if. In any case, the Society for Creative Anachronism, where they reenact the Middle Ages. I have a lot of friends that portray Vikings, and so they have made all their own garments and shoes and boots and hats and horns and all kinds of stuff, and it's lovely. Did you see Marina's request there? To send for the
Yeah,
link.
I'm sending it to her right now.
You know what? You might. I am requesting for this is a formal request from Rosaling to Eddie for your Discord information in the private chat, so I can hit you up there too.
Okay, I will take care of that as we speak.
Excellent. Son Wyatt is going to be Wyatt Earp. Awesome. He's what, 2 years old? Wow, that's going to be so cute. So cute. Gonna have to post pictures in Discord or something. Once I connect to All Things Serious Discord, you folks that are already in his Discord are free to contact me as well. So Kelly, are you home from work? Is that where you're coming from?
no, I had to run to the store
Ah,
and
so
get.
wait a minute. Are you driving now or are you home?
No, I'm home now.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah.
So I am glad you did not see it yesterday.
Who
But-
are you talking to?
You,
Yeah,
because you know when I dropped the link in chat,
yeah.
a certain person tried to come up. A
Yeah.
very inappropriate person.
Oh,
Oh.
that's too bad. I'm glad
First
you caught
time I ever witnessed that.
because I think I was busy talking with Lou, so I wasn't watching the
Yes.
chat.
Yes, it was disturbing.
So, yeah, I
My eyeballs got burnt.
okay, I got the Discord, so that's good.
Yes.
Thank you. But as far as the email, yeah, pass it on to me because I'd like to know that they're okay.
Yeah, I'm working on that
Yeah,
right now.
in your time. Yeah, so I have to go into work tomorrow and Friday, but you know, there's a saying we have there. It's I came to work, but I didn't come to work. And yeah, I do not plan on doing a whole lot of anything except visiting with people. So
I don't blame you.
especially Friday. Well, we still have my job is repair. So what they do is they have what's called a queue for the quote unquote department that I work. And
Yeah.
all the jobs for repair for that department are in this queue.
Yep.
Well, Monday, there's only 2 of us in this particular department, repair department. And Monday, this other person was not there. Now, supposedly, they had cleared it through the supervisor, who also is off on Mondays. So I had a full queue for 2 people
Oh my God.
to get completed Monday. Well, what are they going to do? Fire me if I do 2 instead
Right.
of all 20? You know. So I did what I could. I did what I normally do and left them. And when this person showed up Tuesday, I went, nice of you to join us.
Yeah, really.
Don't plan on a whole lot out of me for the rest of the week because I'm kind of crispy.
Yeah. I don't
Sweet
blame
and
you.
Sleuthy.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Eddie.
Hello, Sweet and Sleuthy. How are we doing?
Sweet and Sleuthy. Cool name.
So, if Jet's mom happens to be in the house at some point for her birthday, and if not, I might do a late live for her so we can sing happy birthday to her.
That'd be awesome.
Yes.
She loves that kind of stuff. If I knew how to set up a Kudo board, I would. There's something called Kudo board where you put the Kudo board information out to people you want to contact or who may be friends that want to leave inspiring messages or birthday congrats or birthday wishes or whatever. And then that person gets it on their birthday, and it's really cool. Oh, Sweet and Sleuthy, sir, you're getting over. Well, I'm glad you're getting over bronchitis. That can be icky.
That's brutal. Bronchitis is brutal.
Yep.
So, when we first started the live, we were talking about friendship.
Yes, I'm sorry. Please go ahead.
Yeah, somebody that you can depend on, and do. I know you ladies have that friend you can depend on.
I have a lot of acquaintances. I have a lot of friends, but they're honestly, I don't have any one person that I feel. And Kelly, don't you say nothing because I would call you that I could call if I had a flat tire or if I was stuck somewhere or if I got in a wreck. I don't have that one person. I probably would contact my sister, but I would not expect her to do anything because she's not able to. I'm not kind of on her radar in that we don't see each other like that because we're grown and we got our own shit going on. So I really don't.
Well, what I mean by that is having that one friend you could call when you're having that moment.
Oh yeah, I got Kelly. I got Jet's mom.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But yes, what I mean by the person, because we talk mental health, right?
Mm-hmm.
So getting a flat tire, yeah, it could be in your feelings at that moment.
Boy,
but like, yes, we've all been there. Like my car needs a new starter, so I'm in my feelings right now. But once I put the new starter in, it's gone. The feelings are gone. But you have other issues and moments where you feel down and out, you feel miserable, and you need that one person you can call and just talk to, and they listen. And that's what I'm talking about, friend. Okay. And there's a lot of us that don't have that friend.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm in my feels today.
I'm sorry.
Well, it's good feels, but it's because it's my son's birthday and
he's not there.
Well, he just came home.
Oh, good.
Yeah, okay. So I was missing him all day, but he was out doing him, which is fine. I get it. I worked, so whatever, but.
How old is he today?
He's 19.
Aw.
Yes.
Oh, he's just a big baby.
He is.
But don't say that to his face, right?
No.
Oh, no. I still call him baby. I won't.
He's your big baby.
Friends. Oopsie.
No, because that would be embarrassing.
He still responds. He will still respond. He knows he's my boy. He knows he's my baby. Oh, shush it. So, he's my one and only.
Jennifer.
He's been my rock more than anybody knows. So, he's a great young man.
Awesome.
Yep.
Welcome home, Jennifer.
I can't see chat.
That's okay. We'll tell you.
Thanks. Hello, everybody.
There you go.
So how was your work day? Oh, we got a special the host coming up.
Oh, there's your
And we
mom.
also have Auntie.
Hi, Auntie Em.
Hey, Auntie M.
Hi, Rosalie.
Hi, Auntie Em.
And Kelly's here too.
Hi, Kelly.
And Eddie.
Hi, Eddie.
Hello.
Margie.
Remember Eddie from the other night?
Yes.
Yes.
Margie. My
Hi.
baby's 19.
I know. We have the same birthday week.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I forgot. I saw your call. I was asleep when you called.
Oh,
I fell asleep with the puppy on the bed.
I was waking you up for the live.
And then this is the funny part. So then the live starts, and all of a sudden, like I roll over in my sleep, or the dog moved, and all of a sudden I hear Rosalie and Eddie talking because I'd set the notification.
Yeah.
I'm like,
What's going on?
and so then I look down, and then you pop up, and I'm like, okay, give me a minute, guys, give me a minute. and then 2 seconds later, Auntie walks in my room.
That's fun.
She surprised me. So I'll be right back. Hold on 1 second.
Yep.
Hey, at least we got her to show up, right?
Yeah.
Right.
She heard the Rosa Lange's voice.
Right.
She says, oops, I better show up. I hear her voice calling me.
So friendship,
what I'm-
Eddie.
Yeah, I'm trying to did I find it? Nope. I'm trying to figure out my mod situation so I can give my mods special privileges. Is this it? No, that's not it. Because I'm the only one right now that can change the subscriber mode.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Marcus, how you doing today? Yeah, I get that. Kristen 76 is a good one. For me, the word is okay. 3 people know if I say okay, I am most definitely not okay.
Here, dude.
You can tell by
You can
talking to
poison ivy.
somebody when you ask them how they're doing and they say, oh, I'm okay. We all know you're not okay.
Bingo.
Right.
Because, I talk to my friends and I'll tell them, yeah, I'm okay. They're like, quit lying to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Be honest
No.
with us. Talk to us.
Right. It's not that we're lying to ourselves. It's just we're fibbing to who's asking us.
And the thing is, I grew up in a family where you didn't burden other people with your crap. So we never really shared. It wasn't acceptable to say, hey, I'm in a dark place, or hey, I'm having trouble, or hey, can I get a hug? Those things were not acceptable. So now at this age, I'm trying to break that, but it's not exactly easy to do.
Right. I'm going to jump down for just a couple of minutes and I'll be right back up.
We'll be
Okay.
right there.
All right. Thank you.
So what do you do, Eddie? Do you have a circle of friends that you can count on? That if you're having an issue?
So, you know where I go to as of late to talk to people?
Here.
Yep.
Yeah, I think COVID did that for me. Because I've been on YouTube since 2008. However, I really started reaching out and interacting when COVID had us all stuck at home.
Yes.
But even then, because this is kind of one remove from actually knowing people and getting to know people, because it's a screen, right? it's not face to face usually. It's not like, we're in the same room or anything, so it's still somewhat removed, so I'm still rather shielded as far as who I share what with. Oh, you ladies look amazing.
Auntie has invited. She says right on the corner we have it's a kind of like a bar area, I guess you'd call it,
Yeah.
where we live. It's very close to us. And some of these restaurants have actually nice like food and kind of like music and stuff in the evenings.
Awesome.
So she's I don't know if she might be going to do that with a couple friends tonight. And so she was like
awesome.
ready to go, and she was lonely, and she was like, I will come stop by. And so she surprised me.
I'm glad you guys are close enough to do that.
Oh, no kidding. Me too.
She lives in her childhood home that she grew up in, and it's 4 doors down from me.
Sweet.
It's pretty cool. And then my other aunt lives 2 blocks away. She lives with one of my sisters. My parents are like half a mile away.
We all live right here.
That's awesome. How's Jenna doing? I haven't seen Jenna in a
Jenna
while.
is doing excellent. She's had a guy in her life over a year now.
Sweet.
And he loves those kids. The kids love him. They just do great together. She told me she's the happiest she's ever been.
Oh, that's awesome. Would you make sure to tell her I said hello?
You can tell.
Yeah. We stopped by her restaurant on Friday.
Friday, yeah.
Excellent. Marcus had a good day helping one of his girlfriends set up their haunted house for Halloween. Yay.
How was the young person from yesterday? Do we have any information?
Eddie says he got an email.
Okay.
And he's going to forward it to me because they said they sent it to me, but I did not receive one.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I said I forwarded it to you.
Okay. You forwarded me the link.
Yes, I forwarded you the email from me. It should say Lou LaRue.
Nope.
Hold on.
I got the Discord. I didn't get the
Sorry, I'm trying to catch up on chat. I see now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm kind of jumping in on your
fine.
info.
No, we're good. I got the links. I got the link for the StreamYard, and I got the link for the Discord.
So Eddie,
That's
you're doing the Discord for your channel. That seems to be a good platform for you.
Mavitt, I don't know.
I just don't like the beeping sound. It just bugs me.
I don't have a spam folder.
Hold on.
Check your spam folder.
Yeah, I don't have spam folder. Everything comes to email.
I'll get it.
But thanks, Mavitt. Marcus did that. I trust you. Yep, got it.
Okay.
Oh, that's fun.
Excellent.
We have a really good area for where we live for Halloween, and the funny thing is,
Oh my goodness.
I had no idea this even existed because it's a couple blocks. When your kid's little, like you pretty much just you just take them to your friends' houses. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't like when I was a kid and they got to just run free and bring home a bag full of candy. It's different. Like you take your kid to a couple different houses. They go see the grandparents. They go see Auntie. Well, 2 blocks from Auntie's house is like we didn't realize this till a couple of years ago. It goes nuts. It goes nuts here. It is like
human to human across the street. I mean, it's packed.
It's packed, and see, like no one ever comes to our house ever
because they're all over there.
Because they're all over there.
I'm on the outskirts of it, and I got wiped out last year.
I just put the candy outside, and
a
teenager eventually comes to buy it. Yeah.
And he got the last of candy. I was out of candy at 7:00.
What was he last year? Was he a Ghostbuster last year?
Yes.
He was a Ghostbuster. Dun.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? And asking chat too. What do you guys think is an appropriate age to when you should stop trick or treating?
Never.
Never.
Okay, because I mean,
We're the wrong people to ask.
That was the question today. I was like, I had a sister that was 8 years younger than me, so I used to drive her around at my son's age in a golf cart, and like find because we knew the best houses, like we knew who gave the candy bars. We knew where to go.
The whole one. Yeah.
We knew where to go.
So Marcus,
so illegal.
Marcus and David. So the kid from yesterday was from Pennsylvania, and David, when you're in a place like that, you can't send messages.
So I'm gonna mute and I'll explain to Auntie what happened.
All right, I'm back. Sorry.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, now I'm out of breath.
Well, I did receive the email that that person had sent Eddie, and I responded just letting them know, thank you for your trust in that system and the process, and keep in touch. So whenever they are able to get their messages, they'll at least have a welcoming message.
Okay. All right.
So, Mavid, it was from 8 p.m. last night. So, yeah, I think it's a good thing. I know how I could feel the fear pouring off them as they wrote this, but I am truly trusting that we all did the right thing, and that they did the best thing for them by reaching out for help, and hopefully they're getting their voice heard.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It happens in everybody has points where they need to, depending on how when it gets serious when we start talking about unaliving and things like that.
Yeah.
That's where you. I mean, we have to all jump when we hear it by the people around us and family and those we care about or have connected with.
Yeah.
But it's extremely it's difficult. And
Marcus, he sent the email before he went in.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, I know when my experience, depending on, it can be challenging because of the age.
Right.
There's different facilities that you have to go to by age.
And it differs by state as well, right?
I'm sure, exactly. I mean, so maybe it's exactly there's all kinds of like logistics to look into, I suppose. But
So down in Florida, the mental hospital down there you go into, it's called Live Streams, where I'm from.
Mm-hmm.
After 24 hours, you're allowed to receive phone calls.
Wow.
For adults, yeah, and so I know children, for example, the parents can call anytime.
Yep.
If your child is in the situation, they can call anytime, and there is a nurse. It doesn't. I don't know if they allow everybody, but they fill the parents in on what's happening.
Yeah.
As much as the parent needs for that, and my understanding too, generally speaking, for your spouse or your next of kin. That's listed down, it can be similar to where there's someone to speak to at all times if you're concerned about the person.
That's cool, but we're talking about a 16-year-old male,
a child, right?
Well, I don't know if
young man, young person.
Thank you. Yeah, because I did check out their channel and I just don't know, but that could be another mitigating factor here. But what I was going to say is I hope that when the parents are made aware and involved, I hope this is a wake-up call for them to realize what they're doing to their kid and their miscommunications or whatever they're trying to communicate is having a direct effect on this kid. So I hope they kind of wake the fuck up. Yeah, that was a very serendipitous thing, and I don't believe in coincidence. I believe things happen for a reason in their time, and I'm just glad that we were all here for them, because I don't even want to think about what might have transpired had they not been able to reach out to us.
Yeah. I mean, a cry for help is a cry for help, and it must be taken seriously, even if the person is. And I'm not implying that this person is in any shape or form, but I'm sure we all know people that are attention seekers in life, and even if they come across as someone that they're not serious, they're just faking it or whatever. You still have to take it serious every time.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Every time. And a lot of times what the process usually is they end up in the emergency room. They meet with the doctor explains it, and then they're referred to the
5150.
location for children where they take care of that, and they have specialists that work with the parents and the children and to help get them the resources that they need.
Yep.
It's
Been there,
good to
done
know.
that.
Who did you do that with?
I don't know how he found my channel, Maven. It just he came in and he saw the mental health tag, and I don't know.
There's a button at the top of your YouTube screen that says live, or where you can look for specific types of shows. And at least there usually is. I don't see it on my minimized screens here. But if he went to look for live or was just seeking mental help, yeah, it would have come up. So I'm glad it did.
I mean, we've had people jump in our lives, Rosaling, for example, and Kelly. We've all been live and had just random people pop in.
Yeah.
That girl that knocked on your door that night.
Oh, that was so interesting. Oh, Eddie, this is a good story. I don't know if Auntie ever told you this. This is after you moved. I was on Locomai's channel. She's a good friend of ours. She does a cantina on Friday evenings.
Yeah.
And it's just a group of us that kind of get together and we talk. Sometimes we do crafts. Sometimes we're just chit-chatting. And super fun. And one night it's in the middle of cantina and I got my doorbell rang. And it was like 11. It was late, wasn't it?
It was late. It was really late.
It was like 11 o'clock at night for me. And this young woman's at my door. And she's obviously upset, like in tears, crying. Yeah. And at first I was kind of like, oh, this is weird. This is odd. And I did notice my dog wasn't barking. So that said something to me.
Yeah.
So I just said, hey, she needed, I didn't open the door completely yet. And then she's like, I just need to call my mom. She left her phone in her boyfriend's car. There's a gas station maybe half a mile from here that she'd walked from. He like drove off without her. And somehow she came to my house.
That's good.
And out of our whole neighborhood.
Yep.
And I mean, our lights were on and stuff, so maybe that's what it was. But so I had her call her mom. I dialed her mom's number, and she spoke to her mom. And and then I was like, then I was comfortable letting her come in. I did at that point wake my husband up and make him go hang out in the other living room.
Yeah, it was wise.
just because you don't know if someone's casing your house or something. And we live in a pretty decent area though, so it's not.
Yes,
But it
do.
is next to a high school,
Rich.
so
Rich neighborhood. Rich.
no, we don't. No, stop it. It's middle class neighborhood, and anyways, her mom came and picked her up, and like we just sat and we just talked, and I just kind of sat with her, got her blanket. She was cold. Made her a snack and some water and food. Like I just hung out with her. We played piano for a bit. Like it just was kind of a thing, It was interesting,
Random.
super random, but I mean, being kind to each other is part of humanity,
That'll live with her forever.
I wonder. I mean, I think she might have been drinking or stoned or something. I don't know. I didn't ask. None of my business. But
But you planted a seed, and that's cool.
well, no, it's just she was, and her mom was very thankful, and she checked in with she texted me the next morning, told me everything was okay,
Oh, good.
and yeah, I mean,
Yeah, that was weird
I
though.
think growing up is hard these days. It's very hard these days. She was young.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Has anyone heard of Eugenia Coney?
That sounds familiar.
She's literally, I don't mean to like body shame her, but she's a stick figure. Like she's like skeletal. She's so skinny, she's skeletal.
Okay, so she's
YouTube.
I've
She's a
seen
YouTuber.
her.
She's
And
got like
TikTok,
2.4.
yep. Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, like apparently on TikTok she is big. Yeah. She had a 5150 on her, placed by fellow YouTubers, but I've been like kind of obsessed with her recently. I'm really, it's really scary. I don't know. Like you just have to, if you're not familiar, like just Google her image. I don't even know.
And she
I don't even
looks
know where I was
like
going with that.
without trying to trigger anybody that has any issues with ED or eating stuff. She's very, very, very emaciated frame.
Yeah,
And
Marcus says anorexic girl on YouTube.
that's what they're talking about. Yeah, I didn't
Okay.
want to say it out loud.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, no, she's on YouTube. There is a ridiculous community out there that supports young people. I don't know if she is. I don't watch her. What does she support that, Marina? Is she like pro? Is it called Pro Anna or something?
Sorry. So repeat that one more time. Sorry.
So there's Pro Anna would be the ones that her category. I believe her category. Unless I mean I don't know though. I don't know much about her. I just know that.
Oh, I don't know that. I don't know technical stuff. I just know what I've listened. People that talk about the psychology of, because people are scared for her. They think she's going to
Yes.
get deceased. I mean, she's very. I've never seen anyone that like. I don't even know, but she's happy with it. She's okay with it. She feeds off of the actual attention. It's very strange. I don't know. I don't even know why I brought. Oh no, I brought it up because of the 5150. She was placed on one, but then she just kind of went downhill. I don't know. I probably shouldn't have brought that up. But
No, it's okay. No, it's a mental health topic. I mean,
yeah.
and Kristen 76, I absolutely 100% agree with you. We've had people in our family struggle with this for years.
Yeah.
And it's hard to help people get through. It's hard to watch people go through. It's very triggering for me. Personally, when I know someone's suffering with that, because I mean, what can you do?
You can't.
It's like, yeah, it's considered a body dysmorphic order, I believe is what they're calling it now.
Yeah.
I'm not positive though.
I had a friend of mine that struggled with that.
It's anorexia nervosa.
Lou, hey, Lulu Rose here. I am so glad you're here. I hope you're doing well. He's in chat.
Hi
Yeah.
there.
Who is it?
We were all concerned, and I'm so glad to see you here. I did respond to an email for you,
Lou.
but you can't dox my name. But I'm glad you're here.
So, Kristen 76, I have a question. How would you like to come up on panel one of these days and talk about what you went through in surviving it and becoming a survivor of it? Share your story. Just a question. I posted my email in chat, so if it's something you want to do, respond to my email. You don't have to answer it here.
I myself actually suffered with, I don't want to say suffer. It was a little bit different for me because the moment my parents found out through my dentist, but I was both. Are we allowed to say bulimic and anorexic on YouTube? Oh, I just didn't know.
Yes, it's fine. It's a
okay,
mental health
okay.
channel.
Okay. Yeah, so I was kind of both. So I'd like eat one meal a day and then I'd end up throwing it up. And I did drop a tremendous amount of weight, but I didn't want people to know. But like I didn't want it because my sister ended up going through it too, and she is still. I think she still struggles with it. Like I don't have a problem at all anymore, but I had just gained weight and I was like in a public school as opposed to a private, and like it was a time when like like getting to like boys and stuff. I don't know, but yeah, that was an interesting time, I guess. But my parents found out anyway through my dentist.
Yep.
Wow.
And I just stopped, but I don't think that's the way it is for most people because I know it's like a control thing. For me, it literally was losing weight.
Sometimes it's the only way. Some people I've encountered said that it's the only thing that they could control. They felt it was the only thing they could control in their life, so that's what they did. And whether it was true or not, sorry, Bigsby thinks I'm talking to Bigsby. My phone. So sometimes it's the only thing they feel that they can control, so they do. And Lou, I'm sorry you don't like being watched 24 hours on camera, but you know what? It's only for a day or two. It's only for a day or two. And if it's a prison that helps you live, then let it let you live. I hope you learn a lot. I do. I know it's not easy. But yeah, anorexia is definitely another mental health issue as well as physical health.
My best friend in college struggles, and I'm sure to this day still struggles. I mean, it was, it was hard. It was, because then finally when you figure it out as your friend, you're figuring it out with them. And it's like, I think you were saying, Marina, like you don't, it's embarrassing. You don't want people to know about it because then it's because it's a control thing that it has a lot to do with a lot of other underlining stuff in many cases. But gosh, how many family members do we have that struggled with it? And the other one, I can think of at least 6
that struggle with some form of
addiction. My grandmother had major issues with it, with eating disorders, and back then they would just give women drugs so they didn't eat.
Hey, LaRue, I want to. So I'm reading your comment. You feel like a prisoner if you think that you can't go anywhere else. So I will tell you this. I'd rather be a prisoner somewhere than be imprisoned in your mind.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So when you become a prisoner of your mind, it makes it worse, believe it or not. Okay.
Yes, it does.
Okay. So I'd rather be locked up somewhere than locked up in my brain.
Mm-hmm.
If that I don't know how to explain it. It's hard for me to explain what that feels like. So some people can understand it, and if they can understand it, please break it down, because I can't break that down.
Really quick, I'm gonna put my son to bed. I'll be back.
As far as being a prisoner in your own mind, it's Lou. If I could speak for Eddie for a minute, I know that when I am a prisoner of my own mind, my own imagination is so much stronger than any reality that comes and to greet me. And I know if I am in a place where I'm letting my fears run my day, it's gonna mess me up big time. And if I can, go ahead.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was going to say, and if I can get a hold of these thoughts that are running rampant in my mind by having someone to talk to, by being in a safe space with people to talk to who are trained to listen to my issue, it's a lot better than just being alone in my head. Oh my goodness, it's so much better than being alone in my head.
That's trouble. Well, and I've said this a couple times in different ways, but if you think about what we say in our own heads to ourselves, would you ever say some of those thoughts to anybody else?
Right.
Of the horrible things that we say about ourselves when we're in a bad space.
No.
Would you ever speak those words to anybody else in your world? And no. And we have a thing in society now, generally speaking, where we can talk ourselves down so quickly. So when you have a space where you feel safe, and I know what you're talking about with how you feel like people are just watching you and you don't have your actual space right now. I hope you're able to take advantage of the resources that they're giving you and your family, and that you're getting proper care. Like I said, we don't know what everything that's happening. It sounds like you obviously have access to that technology, so that's a plus. You have to pass a day here if you want to know how bad this part of the hospital is.
Okay, so
a lot of us have. A lot of us have.
So I'll share my story. Okay, when I first admitted myself. Well, actually, no. The first time I admitted myself was actually like a daycare. All right. The second time I admitted myself into the mental hospital, I was put into a room. The door was locked. I had no communication. I wore a paper suit. Okay. I was locked down for 48 hours. That's how bad I was mentally. Okay. So being locked away and you're not communicated, and did it feel miserable? Yes. But I became at peace with my mind and realized I put myself here. I need to be here. I was going off the deep end, and I needed to be here. My grandmother was dying. I needed to be here. So, yes, I know what it's like to be in that paper suit, being held in a room where you look around you and there's a bunch of white walls with a camera on you, and they're just watching you. The lights don't go off. They're always on. Yes, I understand how that feels. Been there and done that. But I did it willingly because I did not want to be a statistic.
And for a lot of people, including myself, a lot of people I've spoken with, unaliving yourself and taking yourself out of the picture, we really don't want to be dead. We just want it to stop being the way it is, and we don't know how to change it.
Absolutely.
So that seems like a viable option, and it's really not. We're grasping at straws when we get to that point. So know that you are not alone, and I hope you're not upset with us for directing you the way we did. But my point was to try and keep you alive and to give you hope. And if this place that you're in right now is keeping you alive, and somehow they're going to find a way to give you hope, then I'm
And
good.
there's all kinds of resources, and your parents will decide what the doctors, what you guys, and you can obviously I don't know the whole situation, but you're in a space where the resources are going to be right there present for you, and I just take them if you can, if it works out for you where you live.
Take advantage of the system that's providing you all the resources.
You feel like everyone around you would be better without you, and that is a lie. 100%.
100%. Yep.
And that's
What?
exactly what the communication started at yesterday.
Huge lie.
And the reason I know it personally, I had a parent that happened to, and it changes it the people that are left behind, you never heal from it.
No. Okay. I'm going to share my story. I did try unaliving myself back in high school. I had to be watched 24/7. I know the feeling. Seeing psychiatrists day in and day out. Couldn't go to the bathroom alone. Couldn't do anything alone. It took my uncle dying of cancer to unalive himself, and me seeing what it did to the family around him to snap me out of it and realize just the pain and hurt it causes everybody else. And it hurt me that he did it too. And here I am saying it hurt me when I just tried doing it. But it hurt me because I put that hurt on my family.
Yeah, but when you're in a dark space, I want to say it's a selfish thing, but you don't realize it is, and you're
You
hurting
don't.
so badly. It's really easy to disassociate and not even think of others, not even think of yourself, just wanting whatever is occurring to stop.
You're absolutely right.
Because, like I said the other day, even when people were saying, well, what about your kids? What about this? What about the other? I said, you don't understand. I'll be gone. It doesn't matter.
Lou, you're not crazy. You're not crazy for having to take meds. I'm on quite a few different meds for having depression, anxiety, and other things. You are not crazy for having to do that.
And the thing
Absolutely
is,
not. It's there to help you.
the thing is, you're 16 years old, or at least that's what you told us.
16.
And there's so much new to you right now that makes it seem all out of whack. And this is just the path that you're on for right now. And if you have to take some kind of medication, then take it.
Exactly.
I take medications. I mean, I don't know that there's anybody here that does not take some kind of medication for some kind of thing, but just know that you're not alone, dude.
Absolutely. You're not alone at all. Rosaling is right.
And the fact
There
that
is more research now than for some I mean, I know this just from what I've seen for certain medications that I mean, I think that that's definitely a conversation for your doctor,
right, and your parents.
and your parents for you for you to decide how you want to handle that, because that is something that's very difficult sometimes. But I would not, because someone takes a medication for their mental health, that's not considered crazy in my book.
Oh,
I'm
no.
like, it's kind of the opposite
Yes.
of
Right.
crazy. It means that you're taking care of something, that you have an option, and fingers crossed that they work,
It might
Sometimes
just
it
be
takes a minute to find the right combination. Sometimes they want to wait until you're a certain age. I mean, you never know what the situation might be.
And it might be a chemical imbalance, which can be helped through medication.
Yep.
If it is a chemical imbalance. I mean, honestly, again, I am not a doctor. I just read a lot and experienced a lot. But if you are 16 years old, your body's changing and hormones are going stupid anyway. And you may
Mhm.
feel like you're losing it anyway. So when you have all these other stressors thrown at you that you're living in day to day, oh my God, of course you're going to kind of go off the rails. And yeah, if medication is going to help you get back, then do it, dude.
I was 15 when my father made some very bad choice, and almost 16. So it changed my trajectory in life. And I want to say they put me on medication around that time. I can't remember though.
Yeah.
I feel like they did. I feel like I took Zoloft. I can't remember though. And then at the same time, there's also times where you get put on birth control. Like it's different times in life. Yeah, it can be complicated.
I can understand that, Lou, about hating when your parents came to talk to the doctor.
That's where I
about
was going to go with that too. Yeah.
you. Yeah, no, absolutely. I can understand that. Absolutely. I can get that because you don't know what they're talking about. But they need to be able to get you back to stability.
I remember because I went through a lot of therapy, growing up, like before I was 18, and after, but because like of my reactive attachment disorder, whatever, blah 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 blah, whatever they say. Anyway, so yeah, when I was like around that age, and younger, I mean, I went to a therapy when I was start 4 years old, 4. Yeah, because I was a maniac. No, 7 or 8 or 9, one of those. Anyway, actually, I just lost my train of thought. I'll get back to you guys. Keep on going.
What did you call it? Reactive what disorder? Attachment?
Reactive attachment disorder.
Yeah. Okay.
It can only be diagnosed for somebody younger than the age of 2, and I was diagnosed with it. Like it doesn't happen to people. It's like a just look it up. Just look it up. I'm not going to do it justice at the moment, but it has to do with infancy, like when you're an infant.
The acronym's RAD, RAD.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's not rad, but yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's why. How ironic is that? Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know. I've been on Risperidone, which is an antipsychotic medicine.
Yeah.
I've been on a slew of other stuff. Nothing really seemed to work. Risperidone didn't do anything. Yeah. But
Yeah,
to each their
I
own.
know
what we're talking about now.
And you're still here, so I'm glad.
And look at you, and you're doing. It sounds like life's going good. I mean, everything that you've been through. Okay, how about this on the panel? Let's ask this question to everybody in chat too. I know I've been through some crazy stuff in my life, and I would never go back and take any of some of the hardest times away from you, because it made me the strongest when it really came out.
Bingo. I say the same thing.
I truly wouldn't come in the moment. It can be just horrendous. You're depleted.
Yep.
Everything just feels like it's falling apart. And then sometimes, I'll notice, like, as I get older, I can just be triggered sometimes. And, you can kind of go back to certain spaces that you healed from already, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Or go back emotionally overreactive is what I would probably call myself, over something tiny in the big picture. But I would say that I would never look back and say that I would take back some of those harder times in my life, because I've come to a good space now. And I am proud of the person that I've become, and I want to help people like everybody here does.
Mm-hmm.
And Yeah, that's what I'd have to say. So that's like that, keep that shining light going,
Absolutely.
like a beacon of light.
I'm going to
Yeah.
bounce off of what you said too. I mean, everything that I've been through in my life, has it been hell? You betcha. But it's made me the person that I am today.
Yep.
And
You're fabulous.
I wouldn't trade it for the world, because I wouldn't be who I am.
That's right.
So it is, we just have to lean on our friends and therapists and get through it and keep plugging along.
I
And
will
it
say
will
that,
get better.
yeah, when you're younger, like you don't think like anything's like I remember we were
I remember that.
Yeah, somebody was talking about this, like either last stream or like earlier today. But like when like you think like literally nothing is ever gonna go right, like with Lou, like you don't think this you're gonna get over it, but you will, and like I still get moments like that where I literally think like my whole life is gonna end and like I'm not gonna ever get over this, but because of my past, I do know that I will eventually get over it.
I'm at the
But like
point where
at the
I'm sorry.
moment, it does.
I'm at the point where I'm wondering, why am I still here? Have I not planted enough seeds? Have I not done what I came to do? Oh, but obviously not. So I was here at the right time. We were all here at the right time, and I have some wonderful friends I guess I haven't met yet. So New Hampshire's on my schedule, dude.
All right. I'll be looking forward to it.
Oh my gosh, we'll inundate you one day. Ah, look who's here.
Next spring, we'll knock on somebody's door.
Well, my birthday's in April.
See, that'd be perfect. Right after tax time, I could do that.
Wait, am I older or are you older? I can't remember.
He is by a couple of months, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
Your
he's in
birthday
April,
is
you're
this
in
Friday. My birthday's already passed.
So Friday. Friday's my birthday. And Roasling's last day of work is on Friday.
Oh wow! All kinds of celebrations.
Then I'll be on this thing all the time when I'm not traveling. Because I can.
So that's what happens when you
got too much time on your hands.
Yeah, rather be active than unactive.
Right.
Because that's when your health actually dwindles out of control, is when you retire and you don't stay active.
Some people
not this lady.
I got things to do.
But the thing is,
she's got plans. I mean, she's got. You want to talk about a bucket list? Dang.
Yeah, buddy.
I'm just hoping I can participate in like 5% of it.
Yes.
You're like the first step. You're the first step.
Hey, Kristen 76 says I'm the oldest one here, almost 48.
Aren't you sweet?
No, I am.
Auntie's the oldest.
This is true.
The old lady.
Just
that
by
old.
a couple of years, though. Only by a couple of
Barely
years.
70.
Yeah, me too. You kids get off my lawn.
Get off my lawn. Get off my lawn.
Hang on, Lou is saying, I don't know if the other patients should be friends. As nurses have a working relationship with patients, I am having a working relationship with others too. Well, the thing is, you are all in there for your own purposes. And if you can lean on somebody, if they can lean on you, if you can lean on the nurses, I mean, we are all one. We're all here to help the others.
Mm-hmm.
And by that way, help ourselves. So I think it's a good thing.
Yep.
Now, whether or not you're ever friends with them outside of that space, that's a whole other step you need to look at when you get out. But for right now, there's no harm in trying to at least get along.
Exactly.
You know what's a good song for this chat?
Lean on me.
Yes. Yes. You read my mind.
Strong, and I'll be your friend.
I'll help you
Carry
carry
on.
on.
We're all rubbing shy around it.
So Kristen 76. Just so you know, I sent you a message in Discord, and I invited you to the All Things Serious platform on Discord. Just so you know. Everybody else, if you don't have a Discord, I recommend get one, and you can stay in contact with
A lot of
everybody
us.
here. So majority of us are in Discord. So if you're struggling with anything, I'll drop my email. You can send me an email. I'll drop you a link. We're all a friendly community.
I saw Kung Fu Panda too. Said they needed to talk too.
So what would you like to discuss, Kung Fu Panda?
And is it something you feel comfortable talking about on this platform?
Explain to the old me, people in the back.
What do we
sorry,
need
I
to
don't
explain?
understand.
He's trying to say he's old. The Kung Fu Panda is trying to say they're old.
And we get
You'll get it,
quiet
Margie.
waiting on your response. Yeah.
It just bugs me. The platform bugs me. It makes my computer beep at all times.
You can
And then
shut the notifications off.
I
saw you.
did, and then it didn't work. And then it still beeped, and it was like, and then my phone kept going off, and
So what you do, right, is you go into the icon, like whatever group you're in, the little bubble that says, you click on it and it goes to the All Things Serious platform. You right click over that. You go to notifications. You put it to where it says only mentions. So if somebody says at Jet's mom, you will only get that notification.
Rosalie, is it my real name on Discord? I don't know.
I don't know. I'd have to go look. Give me a second.
Well, you
See if
did
I
have a
can
server
Oh,
under Jet's mom.
So Kung Fu Panda just said, my father had a secret family. I just found
crap.
out when my brother passed away.
Wow. I'm sorry.
So you just
sorry
got
for your
brothers and
loss.
sisters that you didn't even know. Wow.
My father was the secret family.
Oh,
Wow.
that sounds.
intense.
I would feel so betrayed myself. So, I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I just feel like that's how I would feel.
Well, yeah, me too.
It would be horrific.
4 kids.
What?
This person here said that his father had a secret family.
I am so sorry.
Wow.
That's
And
tough,
then
man.
So, Kung Fu Panda, is this the brother? And maybe I misread it, guys, but is this the brother from the other family who passed away, and that's how you found out? Or
I was wondering the same thing.
I'm thinking it was his.
I don't want to pry though. You don't have to share that if you're not comfortable with sharing anything. Just so you know, like that's okay if you don't want to talk about it.
Certainly. No, yeah, don't.
What?
That's what happened. So that's what happened to my dad too. That's so yes, because for the estate, it's an estate issue. So suddenly they want
crap.
part of the estate.
That's horrible, Kung Fu Panda. I am so sorry.
And it can be very, very complex. We had that happen in our family, and my father had built his own business, but then when his father, who wasn't even his adopted father, passed away, it like his biological children, who I don't know the whole story. I didn't know about it. They were the ones who ended up with everything. because they were biological.
Oh my.
Mhm. And then they were trying to sue my dad for his business. Like it had nothing to do with my grandpa. It's very strange.
Wow.
That's got to be really hard, Kung Fu Panda. I'm so sorry to hear that.
I am so sorry.
Forgive me for saying, but people can be pricks.
Yep.
And I mean, like, it's a tough one. That's what I would. I mean, there's all kinds of things you can do. I mean, the faster you get the money in your hand, the less that they can come after you. And that's the truth.
But still, it's a hell of a surprise.
Yeah,
Ugh.
exactly.
I'm sorry.
I think what everyone's saying is like, I don't envy. I'm sorry. Yeah, it just stinks. I don't think any of us has gone through anything like that. Maybe you guys have. I don't know. One of you guys did say that.
Not me.
No, not me either.
Yeah, I had no idea that my grandfather had other children. I had no clue.
Papa?
No,
Yeah, but
not
that's
Papa.
not even
No,
that's
not
your,
mom's
that's
dad's
not your
dad.
father though. That's not your father though. It's your grandfather. I mean, even though
Okay.
it's still obviously probably
Oh, sorry, my grandfather. I didn't know my grandfather had other
intense.
children,
It's just your father. Like
No.
Yeah.
that would be insane. Like
Could you imagine?
yeah, no, I'm a feel for kung fu.
They're selling your
I
child
can't really
bikes.
feel because I don't.
He died when I was like 10.
So they're selling my childhood mini bikes online right now. That's crazy, man.
Your childhood, like your stuff.
Yep. I love when silence comes in and
That's bull crap. I'm sorry. That really is bull crap.
yep.
Only
It-
way
it
I
was-
can put it.
It was like when my mom's mom passed away. She left my mom money and made my sister responsible for it. And my mom hasn't seen.
A dime.
Well, she'll get money
A
here and there
stipend.
for like birthday and Christmas, but that's it. Oh, we'll send you this. We'll send you this. A 72 Nova and a 69 Camaro ragtop too. Everything of value.
You know,
I had a 72 Nova.
you know,
Then my dad crashed it.
that's so.
I had a 1987 Chevy Monte Carlo SS 350 small block, dual exhaust, full barrel carburetor, dual overhead cam. That was the baddest car I ever owned it, and then I flipped it 7 times.
I had a Geo Metro. I named him Leo.
A Geo Metro. You know what the Hyundai Accent looks like?
Yeah.
It's a little Matchbox car, right? You want to hear a very funny story? Well, it's funny, but it isn't funny because it was road rage involved. But it's a funny end to the road rage. So I'm driving. This truck cuts me off, right? And almost caused me to get into an accident.
Oh boy.
So I drove around him and cut him off, right? And then he comes around me and pulls over, right? So I pull over behind him and he gets out of the truck. I step out the car. He's like, I apologize. I want no problems. He got back in the truck and drove away. He didn't expect a person of my stature to get out of that little tiny car Okay. He thought it was going to be some small little guy, to step out the car. But when he saw that I was actually taller than my car, he's like, yep, nope, nope. That's the funniest road rage story I've ever had. I don't like road rage. But yeah, that was I had to have some humor. That was a little humor.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Listening to what Kung Fu Panda is saying with this happening to them, and I think about it like, I hate when people say it's just stuff. It's just stuff.
It's
Because
not.
it's not. There's memories attached to things. There's emotion attached to things.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's obviously hurt attached to this too. The
Betrayal.
best betrayal. That's what I mean. Yeah,
We
the
just had
betrayal.
this conversation, Margie.
We sure did. And I'll let you take over from there, if you want.
Yeah, because I've been in that. I'm kind of in that situation. It is betrayal. It's how dare they take your stuff and do that. That's not right. They have no right to do that whatsoever.
But it's also the betrayal by the father to
Right.
Kung Fu Panda by
Exactly.
keeping this life secret.
And that, I don't know how you're going to get over that one. That
One
one's
day at a
hard.
time.
That's a time.
One
It's a
day
time
at a
thing.
time.
It's a time thing. And once everything's, it's almost kind of like the for me, I would look at it like the mental stress it's causing right now in the process of all of this, the undervalue of things, and obviously not being heard by your family that's doing this, that you just learned about.
By strangers.
Right? I mean,
Yeah.
it obviously, there's something, it's almost like the faster it's over, and then you can start the healing process. Whether that's right or wrong, I don't know. That's how we watched it kind of happen a little bit recently with some of my siblings because their mother passed and there was a lot of turmoil there, but not really. I mean, they handled it very well. Generally speaking, okay, always have an executor of your estate and like a good lawyer person that takes care of things that you trust if you have a situation where this could happen. That's the only advice I can give for that. But for you, Kung Fu Panda, I hope everything, and you can just look at yourself and look at, and know that this isn't your actions that are taking place. This is someone else doing this to you. And
said-
I hope you find healing.
Kung Fu Panda said that that's a big secret in a weird way. I'm grateful my mom never knew before she passed away.
I agree.
Absolutely.
I agree. Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Maybe she did. And she found her peace with it somehow. Yeah, Kung Fu Panda smelling his aroma. Oh my God. When my father passed and my sister and I went down to my stepmother's place to help her figure out what to do with the stuff. Who I busted out because who am I to judge what of my father's things I get to keep and what of my father's things are going to be thrown away? That's not my place. I got his jeans jacket and I put it in a plastic bag. I smell it every now and then. But, you do what you do, and you keep going forward.
I got 2 things that belonged to my grandmother.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah,
I
one
still
of
have
them
just. Yep. I still have just a couple things of my grandparents, and it's one shirt of my grandfather's, and I will not get rid of it for nothing. I've had that thing for 26 years now. Will not get rid of it.
Eddie,
You
what
know
were you going to
those
say?
You know those dice that you hang on your rearview mirror?
Yes.
Yeah.
So my grandmother had a pair of dice.
Sweet.
Now they hang up my rearview mirror.
That's awesome.
I'm
Aw.
probably the only car in my area that has a pair of hanging dice.
I'm sorry, I
that's
didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, you're good, Kelly. That's so old school. And then my grandmother had this silk scarf
Yeah.
that hangs in my bedroom.
Sweet.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah, my grandmother was crazy, right? She drove a 90s model Toyota pickup truck, 5-speed.
Oh, cool.
Okay. Her favorite car, no, it wasn't her favorite. Her favorite car was a Mercedes E-Class, right?
Wow.
She never owned it.
Yeah.
But she did have a 1968 Ford Mustang. Well, it was a 68 and a half Ford Mustang Fastback.
Sweet.
Okay. And that was my uncle's car, and he didn't want to keep paying for it anymore. So my grandmother took it over. She never had a license. She didn't get her license until she was in her 60s.
Wow.
Yeah. And but when my grandmother drove that truck, all her friends was impressed. They were like, "Damn, Grandma, you could drive the hell out of that truck." They were jealous. This woman was getting up on. They had a little lift kit, and
Yeah.
yeah, it was just cool being in the truck with a grandma who could drive a 5-speed. Yeah, better than most country boys, and she's from New York. Yeah, I miss that woman to death. I miss her. Yeah, I miss her more than anything in this world. So, then I'll say that about my mother, because she's getting up there in age, and I don't want her to go. But you know, things happen, and you have no control over it.
Enjoy the ride while you can.
Yes, yes.
Give all the hugs while you can. Share the stories. Get them to tell their stories while they can.
Oh yeah, my grandmother was a badass woman. I remember showing up to a job. She used to take care of people in her age group,
Yeah.
and she was like 73, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she walked in, and the lady she took care of said, "Oh yeah, I'm getting my kitchen and getting a new tile floor in my kitchen." So what did my grandmother do? She took a hammer and broke up all the old tile, cleaned up the floor, took the old tile to the dumpster,
Sweet.
prepped the kitchen floor for the new tile. So when the tile guys came, she gave them a bill for the time it took her to clean that floor at $20 an hour, right?
Sweet.
And they paid her, you
Oh,
know?
that's awesome.
Yes. I'm like, you
That's
charged her?
badass. That's
Yes.
badass.
My grandmother didn't back down from nobody. Even though she didn't have the hands, she had that purse, though.
Yep.
She's like,
Yep.
I ain't got the hands no more, but what's in this purse? You know? So.
Hopefully that's where I am. I'm still extremely able-bodied, and I intend to keep extremely active. So, yeah, I'm not going to bust up a floor, but you know what? I might retile one. I'm realizing the things that are fixable in my space here, and I'm at a point where, wow, I'll have the time and the money to actually fix some of this stuff. So, yay.
Yeah, my grandmother, she was born in 1937.
Oh, wow.
So she was, yeah, she was born in 1937, and she passed away in 2016.
I'm closing the blinds in case you're hearing weird noises. Night has fallen here, and I'm up and around here, turning off or closing up the blinds and making it nice and cozy. Yeah, I always wanted to be the cool grandma, and then I remembered, oh yeah, look, I am. This is so cool. I could be the wild, crazy hippie grandma that comes in and goes to visit and dyes the grandkids' hair blue and then leaves. Yeah,
Oh,
that
I
was
still
an
want to do
interesting
that with
thing.
my son. I had one of my bosses back in the day. He brought his son, who was like about my son's age now, had a blue
Mhm.
mohawk, and I was like, I thought that was so cool. I was like, oh, I'm so doing that if
Sweet.
I ever. And this was before I ever even met Jonathan. So like, I think it's so cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome. And
I'm gonna be
life
that mom
just
that
keeps.
gets sent out of daycare. They're gonna be like, "You really? That's what his hair is gonna be?" And all the kids are gonna go home, "Mom, mom."
Can I have purple hair? Yeah. Because all it takes is one to shake stuff up. And sometimes that's what we have to do, just to help people wake the hell up and realize how short life is, and to live it fully. Sometimes you just got to be that crazy aunt or that crazy grandma.
Well, one thing I'm
I
gonna try to do. Oh, sorry.
I just wanted to tell earlier, guys, I was 10 minutes late, almost 20 minutes late, and I apologize for earlier. I just wanted to make that known.
Oh, okay.
Aw,
That's fine. I
we're
thought you had
glad you're
forgotten.
here.
I don't forget anything. Sometimes I just try to bury it, and sometimes it don't work. So it's better to forgive yourself and forgive other people and move forward. Even if, like I called people, like when I sobered up and I turned my life around, I've called every single person that I ever thought I wronged
Mm-hmm.
and asked for forgiveness.
Sweet.
And if they didn't forgive me, at least I made the effort.
That's an AA step. What's it called? It's called something.
I didn't go to AA, so I never did
I'm
that.
just saying no, but it is a step. Damn. Oh, I'll look it up.
I
Forgiveness,
did,
atonement, could be any of
yeah.
those.
I did go to AA 3 times, right? And it made me want to go back to it.
Yeah.
So
I just know that it's forgive like asking or like going to people that you believe or that you have wronged and just explaining that you're sorry, like saying making amends. It's called amends. Amends. Making amends.
and if they don't forgive you or accept your forgiveness, it doesn't matter. At least
You tried, yeah.
you tried, and then move on and move forward.
Yeah. That's
I
a hard
still
one
have
when it comes. Oh, sorry.
yes, I still have a few more people that I have to make amends with, and it's a struggle because I don't know how I'm
Yeah,
going to do it.
like the biggest ones, like obviously probably the ones you like mostly like wrong the most. I would assume. I've never done the list. I never got there, but yeah, I would assume. Because you actually have to look back, like if you're going through about like the AA way. I only know this because my boyfriend made me go. Not my current boyfriend. My boyfriend right now doesn't have any issues, but well, no, he has issues, but not those kinds.
Over explaining. It's okay.
Yeah,
It's okay.
yeah.
We're here with you.
But yeah, no, because you have to like think all the way back. So like it's like just anybody with the so it could be like someone like from way back when. It's just like you have to like kind of dig deep to like really like think of who because you have to challenge yourself because a lot of times like at least for me I'll think I didn't do anything like even like today or yesterday me and my boyfriend were talking and like I didn't see it as an issue. Well, I left the dog outside and he was like, you could have gotten run over by a car. It's like I know my dog, he wasn't going to go in the street. He's like, Marina, but what if he did? I mean, he'd make a good point, but I still don't see it as an issue, but whatever. Apparently it's an issue.
We all have those in our past that we may have wronged, whether we did it knowingly or innocently. There's still going to be those past things that we're not able to change. And what I found worked for me was just writing it down and releasing it by burning it. So I let it go. And if there are those in my past that I am not able to connect with for whatever reason, I just write them a letter and make sure I get everything out that I need to get out. Thank
That's
you, Matt.
interesting. I like that. That's interesting. Yeah,
You
because
know,
like
if
there are certain people that you can't actually, you'll never like, especially if you're older rather than younger, you're never gonna freaking know how to contact them. So yeah, no, that's interesting. I like that. I like that.
it can be a very healing process if you truly believe that you're doing the best you can to make amends or to ask forgiveness or apologize or whatever, because asking forgiveness is more freeing yourself the weight you've been carrying. Okay, LaRue, I understand you have to go. Have a peaceful, uneventful night, and hopefully we'll talk to you again tomorrow. But as far as doing what you can to move forward and be a responsible individual, you got to take that air mask yourself first, right? So
Yeah, when you
it's
write it down, like I was thinking about what you said about writing it down.
there
At
we go.
least you're
Okay,
bringing it, what you did to your attention, and so you
right.
can be like, oh, reflecting on that, and then you can burn it and be like, I got it.
Yeah, and what I had done is write down everything, and as if I was sitting in front of the person and talking with them, saying, "Listen, remember way back when I did ABC, you did DCE, and then FGS happened. Well, I'm sorry for my part in doing this and blah blah blah. And I realize now how it may have hurt you, and I wasn't thinking in that way, or maybe I was trying to cut you, but this is how I feel now." And I explain it out and I write it all out until I get to a place where I think I'm done. And then I sign it and I send it with love in the ethers, to the universe. I send it out to the universe and just send it with love. And then I sit on it till the next full moon and I burn it.
Whole moon, that's interesting. I don't know if I'd do the whole moon, or I don't even know if I'd burn it, because I would just be like, I did all this work. I might just like bury it.
Yeah, but you're
I would
so
bury
young.
it in the
Yeah, you
backyard.
could bury
I
it.
don't know.
You could bury it.
In a
But the
time
thing is,
capsule to
the thing
remember.
is,
I don't know.
the thing is, you're getting it out. And once you release it
Yes.
by writing it down, a lot of things free up in your own sphere on your own journey in your
Yes.
life,
Yes.
So
No,
I
no,
don't
I
know.
agree 100%. I agree 100% on that. I just don't know if I could like take the time and do all that and then be like, I'm just gonna burn it. I don't
Well, if that's your intention to start,
know. Yeah,
it's life is all about intention.
it could be free. Yeah, it could
It
be
truly
free,
is.
maybe. I could see that.
And how can
I
I
would need
help
some
my
friends and
fellow?
like some Indian dancing and stuff. I don't know.
I'm sorry, what was that?
No, I would need some friends and like a campfire to do that though. That would be kind of fun.
That's why
And
I
everyone
go
like tosses
camping.
their food in.
That's why I go
Oh, that'd be
camping.
so fun. I love camping.
And one of our New Year's Eve things that we do is write down how we may have wronged someone in the past and what we're going to do in the future so it doesn't happen again. And then we burn those in the fire pit. There's a lot of meat involved, mind you, but or wine or hot chocolate. But yeah, it's a good group.
I think there's a lot of healing possibilities in like group settings too.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's extremely. Oh, and you have someone named Diana there. I love that name, by the way.
Oh, yeah. I wanted to say hi, Diana, really quick. Just hi, Diana. All right, go on.
Adorable. Oh my
Hello,
God.
Diana.
Thank you, Marcus. Thank you for saying. Yeah, no. I'm starting to get phone calls about the weekend, and that's where I've been.
See,
You
I
getting
knew you'd be
tired,
busy
Kelly?
this weekend.
If you want to jump off, you can.
Yeah, I already took my meds, so they're starting to kick in pretty quick now.
Oh, but so get some sleep and go dream the night away.
Yeah.
It was
No,
good to
I'll
talk
still
to you
be
again,
listening.
Kelly.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love you, Kelly.
I love you.
It was good to
Tomorrow,
talk
I
to
love
you
you.
again. See ya.
All right. See you later. I'll be listening though.
Okay. Thank you for coming up.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I think it was Kelly's voice that
I
caught
have a
me.
very
too.
somber voice. You should think about doing some.
Oh, sorry. No. I was just saying, I all of a sudden I woke up from my little weird fall asleep nap, like the random nap where your eyes just close and you're like out, and like I was just like just I was just chilling with my dog and we were snuggling and we were playing and then he was snuggled up and fell asleep and I closed my eyes, and the next thing I know is Eddie's talking to Kelly, and Rosalind's voice is there, and I was just like, oh.
I used to do that every first period in high school.
She's like, am I dreaming?
I don't. Well, it was weird. It was weird though because I mean, you and Rosaling are probably the two people I talk to the most in my world, and like I was like, all of a sudden I'm like, what? It was on my phone, but my phone was like underneath the dog. So I could kind of hear you.
Using our voices.
I could kind of hear you, and so I was like, and then all of a sudden Auntie M walks in my room, and I'm like,
and it was a dream.
What the fuck? So obviously I must have woken up when she opened the door. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's probably when I woke up, and then all of a sudden I'm hearing voices on my phone, and
well, I'm glad you made it. I'm glad you made it. Eddie, about an hour ago, you started on friendship.
See, now you talk to me a lot at Jet's mom.
Yes, about an hour ago, I started this live about
Jet,
friendship.
get off your tablet, Jet. Get off your tablet. Stop it. That's my kid.
No, don't yell at me.
He pops in to the live and he says,
Hi, son, in the other room.
Jet.
Sorry for laughing.
Beat you.
He's literally like the permanent lurker.
Yep.
He's giving us views.
I got a lifelong lurker now. Sorry, guys. Embarrassing. Kind of. It's kind of cute though too. Oh, thanks, Kelly. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you for being such a great resource.
So we started this live about friendship, friends, and having that friend that you can call when you're having a rough time, and you can see that, us being up here, we're friends, and we all met each other through the YouTube streets. I met everybody here on this panel from the YouTube streets, and we all connect in one way or another. And I believe that I could call either the 5 people that were up on panel about anything, and they would just give me their ear and listen.
Totally.
So,
if
yes,
you tell me
you
that
do.
whole story, yes.
Yes, Jet's wrong.
You have a very nice voice for that.
I think my ears have gotten bigger.
I think our heart has gotten bigger.
That too. But I have a few friends outside of here who call me when
Mhm.
they're stressed. And I said to one of them yesterday, I'm like, bro, this was at like 3:00 this morning. This was right after I got off the phone with, this was probably like an hour and a half after I got off the phone with Jet's mom. I'm laying there, I'm getting ready to fall asleep. And then my best friend calls me. And
Sweet.
he's like venting because he got this job and it was, he didn't know that it was basically holiday work.
Okay.
Mm.
And he found out it was holiday work. And then he just got relieved of his duties because they were all caught up.
Darn.
Do you know how? Okay, so do you know in October they make chocolate for Valentine's Day in October?
Yep. That's crazy.
I didn't know that. And I found that out yesterday. And I'm
Wow.
like, so when he got laid off, he called me and he was just venting. And I said, bro, you know, my ears keep getting bigger and bigger. He's like, why? I said, dude, you're going through a lot, bro.
Mhm.
You know, and I don't give you any advice because you're older than me. You've lived more than I have. And I respect you, but sometimes you make your bed, you gotta lie in it because you left Florida, moved to Pennsylvania, started a whole new life, and you're struggling, and you left a good life. I told him that many times. I love him to death. He's still my best friend. I've known him almost 20 years. 17 to be exact.
Yeah, when you know someone that long, you sometimes have to just kind of confront them with the like kind of hard love.
Yeah.
Is it hard love
tough
or
love? What do they
you
call
know,
it? Yeah,
from-
yeah. I agree.
oh
Tough love.
tough love.
But it's hard. I mean, it's hard love too. I love people hard all the time, you know, but like it is tough love as well. You know, when you're sitting there with someone like, oh my gosh, is Jet still on there?
Yes.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm sorry.
But yeah, the tough love. I mean, it's love in the same, but sometimes you don't want to say it or hear it. I mean, I get a lot of tough love from people, a lot, and I appreciate it. I don't like hearing it, but I appreciate it, and I don't hate them for it.
So my dad and brother passed 2 months apart, and then the secret family came out. That's what Kung Fu Panda just said.
So my guess is that they might feel really alone right now and are probably having that, I guess, bully mentality is a nice way to put it. Horrible way to put it, but it's the way to put it. Yeah.
Oh, Kelly B said I was yelling at him for Fortnite in the background. Chad.
So we got a little new. He did not make the basketball team, but I think him kind of seeing the process within itself is going to give us some more opportunities for the future, so that he can come back in there next year and make the team. I think there is, just from looking at the other parents around me, there's definitely nepotism taking place. Big time.
Sorry, what is nepotism again? What is nepotism again?
So nepotism, it would be like if the other siblings played basketball before them, they knew the coach already, they've been working with that coach before, like they already had a connection to the actual team itself, because one day of tryouts is not enough to see. I mean, this is why I'm frustrated, and my husband doesn't want me to go after the route where I'm like, well, maybe he could just be like a manager for the team, and then he's like, I don't want him to be like a mascot and blah blah blah. That's just demeaning and blah blah blah. I'm like, well, no, I want him to see the drills in the team. I want him to be present for it. And I think what they should do, I don't know why they wouldn't do this, is open up fucking practices to people in general, so that they can learn their skill set.
They do have summer camps.
We did. That's what we did all summer. But I mean, he's also like out of space in his world where he just grew 3 inches in like a month. Like he's growing, and so his comfortable body and stuff is not. I have to keep up with him more, and
Just so you know, growing pains are a real thing.
I feel
he'll have pains when he grows so quickly. Gabe grew a foot taller over one summer, and he was in pain because of those changes. So
that's what's happening, I think, right now too. Yeah. But it's okay, guys. I mean, we'll figure. I'll find something for him. I'm not worried about that.
Yeah.
I just.
I still don't understand what nepotism is.
Oh, so nepotism is okay. Like I think of nepotism like with jobs, for example. If you're, let's say your parent worked for a job for their whole life, and then suddenly their son comes in as a manager. Never worked a day in his life.
Right.
That's nepotism.
Favoritism, keeping it in the family, the old boy network.
Yeah, old boys club. Who you know, it can go good. Like who you know to get to certain
It's not
levels
what
in
you
life.
know; it's who you know.
Yes, exactly. It's not about what you can do; it's about who you know.
It's favoring. It's
Okay.
it's a practice among those in power.
It's a practice of favoritism.
Practice among those with power or influence of favoring relatives, friends, or associates, especially by giving them jobs.
Okay, fine. You have the 4 screens in your house. I don't. Thank you.
With 15 tabs.
And
a knitting pattern on one screen.
That sounds like monarchy or monarchy, like when like back in the day, like King Arthur times, like like family goes first.
Oh yeah, it's definitely it's like royalty, essentially. Yeah, absolutely. It's like you are this, and so we will give you this.
Everybody, I want to introduce you to my best friend. He's actually here right now. Come over here.
Hello. Step on up, bud.
All right.
No, get your face on the screen, dude.
He's coming on the screen. He's coming on the
He's
screen.
pulling the chair up.
Right here. The camera's right here.
Hey.
His name is hold on, let me open up the because
We
I have
know
it on. Yeah. I got it on the hold on just
exactly, Marcus. Nepo babies. And they know they are.
So this is my best friend Jesse.
Hey Jesse.
Hey Jesse.
He's actually a hip hop artist.
Howdy, Jesse.
Of course he is.
Oh, right on.
Yes.
Totally awesome.
So he's actually, I talked him into working on a song about mental health for my channel. So like we do a break in between a live and play his music, his song. So it gives somebody, inspiration and stuff like that, or use it as an intro to the song, to the music or whatever. But I did talk to him about writing a song about mental health specifically for this channel. And at the same time, I will promote his music. So,
awesome. Well done, Jesse.
My best friend. We met in college.
Sweet.
That's awesome.
Decades ago, right?
Yeah, 14.
Not too
15
long
years.
ago, just one or two of those decades. We don't know. It's one or two. Just one or two.
Sweet.
Yes.
Marcus, I only have 2 monitors, but one's huge. And on that huge monitor, I have 3 tabs open. And one of those tabs, I don't know if that's what the right, there's 2 tabs open on one, there's 5 tabs on the other, and there's 2 tabs on the third. And then chat's popped out. So yeah, I get it. Marcus, you're
Yeah,
rocking.
I only have 3 monitors.
Only 3. Eddie, I want to direct you to private message when you get a
Yeah,
chance.
kids, get off my lawn. Get off my lawn.
That's my line. Get down with your bad self as you. Come on.
That's my line.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
All right. So I just told him what this live was about, is
Yeah.
friendship and loyalty. All right. So I'm gonna fix it to where my voice isn't so low, and I'm gonna give him the headset and the mic so he can say what he wants to say. Give me
Sweet.
just a second.
Oh, yay. Cool.
This is awesome.
Give me just a second.
Here's the headset, and the mic is open to you.
Okay. All right. Can everybody hear me clearly?
Yes, we can.
Yes,
good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So he was talking about friendship and loyalty, and what I was saying to him just like a couple minutes ago is that loyalty nowadays, it doesn't really exist. It's like one of those things of the past. It's just like good music. Good music don't really exist nowadays. It's a lot of BS. So it's like the same thing, you know. Is a lot of people don't believe in loyalty, and I've noticed that.
They're not
many
taught it.
interactions. No, they're not taught it. It's like they're definitely not taught it. They're taught a lot more negative things than they are taught positive things, you know.
Yep.
And that's the younger generation. Yeah, us older generation, we
Child,
still know a lot of those positive things. Know that we gravitate more towards the positive things because we have a lot more experience. As of the younger generation, who knows everything, you know, but there's very few of those kids that gravitate towards positivity. Very few, but most of them gravitate towards negativity because that's what's out in social media. That's what the media pushes, negativity everywhere. And
I think a lot of that does fall to the parents. I'm going to take over here for a minute because it's what I do. Because sometimes the kids are left to their own devices because both parents are working, or it's a one-parent family, and that parent has to work to keep the roof over their head and all.
Correct.
So even in the past, when I was a kid, it used to be it took a village, right? Even before Ms. Clinton decided to use that, it took the whole neighborhood. You know, we had women hanging out the windows going, "Hey, your mother wouldn't like you doing that," right? Or there were people in the grocery store that say, "Yeah, I saw you," you know, things
Don't
like
do that.
that. Just to keep people in check. And that doesn't happen anymore because privacy and boundaries and this, that, and whatever.
No,
kids aren't learning.
Privacy, boundaries, and also
Don't talk about you like that.
yeah, it's also nowadays you can't like discipline your kids the way you used to anymore, you know. And I think it goes along the line because one person went too far, so now they started cracking down on that. So now, you know, you can't discipline your kid the way you would have in the past, you know, because everything now is textbook, and they go by that. So when they come in, everything is textbook, and you're looking at them like, who are you to tell me how to parent? Do you have any kids? You know,
exactly.
And you've been raising kids.
Everyone
like,
wants
of course,
to make their kids.
it's not.
Forgive me
There
for saying
is
a
no manual to raise a kid. You know, it's a learning process.
Yep.
Like every kid is different. Every kid. and that's just how it is.
You know that they're teaching young boys now to use the bathroom sitting down when they're urinating, which is very strange to me. But
Like they're in
sorry, it's
prison.
kind of, I'm not trying to be funny, but I just don't understand it. Like, why?
Why not? Why
At
not?
what age? At what, like 4 or 5
Like,
years
right away.
old? Like right away? I mean,
Yeah, but you shouldn't. Men stand up to go to the bathroom. Why are we
Some
starting to teach
do,
them to
not
sit
all.
down?
Not
I
all.
mean,
I
like
know, but
little,
why would you teach them?
like little boys, they start off like sitting on the toilet using the bathroom until they're able to
That's
like
fine.
reach a proper height to stand and pee. You know,
Oh,
that
okay.
does
Well,
happen.
I got. Yeah.
So that does
Okay,
happen.
sorry, I got off topic.
I'm not saying it's acceptable, it's not acceptable. I'm just saying that's just what it
It's
is.
a thing.
You know?
I just think kids are being very like coddled these days because people are too scared to like, you don't want to be that parent. Like, oh gosh, you yelled your voice, like you raised your voice at your kid. Like, seriously?
Oh yeah.
It's
That does happen, and because of the whole stigma of like discipline, and people in the horror stories people have read in the news, that's when someone raised their voice to their child, they're looking at them like, oh my God, I hope he don't hit them. Like, oh my God, I hope he don't beat them at home. Oh my God,
Exactly. Yes, I agree.
That's what you get. So when I discipline my kids, I discipline my kids at home.
It's like I'm gonna
Yep.
get the whole PTA coming after me.
Yep.
Don't go. They won't let her know if you don't go.
My kid identifies as a flamingo, Marcus. So, I mean, I don't know what kind of box he needs, but I mean, he should definitely, we should get this going for him. You're right.
I've never heard that before.
No, he's talking about this thing. He's saying they also put litter boxes in school bathrooms for kids who identify as cats. It's out of control.
Oh my God, what? Is that true?
So I just was saying my son
that's-
identifies as a flamingo, and it's his avatar on Fortnite. That's what it comes from. But like, like that's just his thing, and it's just a joke within our family because he actually knows a lot more. And Marcus, and Jesse, I'm curious what you guys think about this. Like they're talking about these issues that don't really, like the average 12-year-old doesn't need to know about a lot of these identities and these pronouns and these things in this world. I feel as though it's gone way too far. It's gone
Correct.
way too far for children to be.
I mean, I believe that too. Yeah.
I looked at him like, but he wants to talk about it. Like we have to talk about it, and I'm like, of course, I can continue the conversation. But it's intense. It's intense for a parent. I'm sitting there. I'm like, I have transgender people in my world that like I have a best friend, and it's. I mean, how many friends do I have in my whole life, and that's the only person that I know. It's usually a very small percentage of the population that deal with this issue. And now it's like everybody has to talk about it.
Well, the way I see it,
I feel
it's
like if your son or daughter
respect,
feels some type of way about that.
I respect people, and you want to be that person, okay, I respect that.
Absolutely.
But when is enough? That's
Well, the
how I
thing
look
is,
at it. Because they do,
and
some
also-
people do take it too far.
The sports. I mean, I'm
And
like
also-
the sports thing in college, and that's gone too far.
Yeah.
But the thing with the like she pro, if your son or daughter feels that kind of way, I feel like they're gonna come to you, or you're gonna figure it out. You don't have to like force it to, like that shouldn't be a thing. If they
No.
see somebody that is earlier displaying that kind of stuff, and they'll bring it up to you. Like no one.
They
ever-
have laws now they're trying to pass where I live, where the parents are not involved.
I believe that
Whatsoever.
it should not be forced.
This is my child's
It's-
mental health we're talking about. If there is an issue situation that I don't know about, they're not going to tell me, but the school is going to know about it.
No, that's not
That's
right.
crazy. That's
not right
crazy.
at all.
That's
Just
the
think
definition of
about the
crazy right
condoms
there.
and stuff, don't they?
because
Yeah.
like you're just taking the person's rights away as a parent. Like, come on, like
And then
the parent
all,
has to be there because the child is not old enough to make a decision for themselves. That's why the parent always has to be there. You know, and that's ridiculous.
also, you're not trying to make your kid, especially my son is 2 years old. I'm not trying to complicate things. Like, keep it simple. He's 2 years freaking old. Like, let him be 2 years old. He
Yeah.
you know, he's. I do believe about teaching respect and manners, and he can't just, you know, he's learned this thing in daycare where he goes, ah, and it's like fake cry. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? I'm like, no.
Is he copying
does it all the way
behavior of
home
another
because he wants
child?
milk. I'm like, no.
Kids should be allowed to just be kids.
They don't need to be talking I mean, like he said that there were like kids like wearing tutus to like boys wearing tutus to school, and you know, almost making fun of people that have. I mean, technically, the boys were making fun of it,
Right.
and that's not acceptable either. How could that be acceptable?
No, that should have been called out.
That's just, I mean, that's just not okay. But because now we live in I mean, like now our kids can wear whatever they want to school. No, what if there is a child that's struggling with, you know, their gender or their sexuality, and they see like, you know, popular boys in sports wearing tutus because they think it's funny? That's not okay. That's not okay. It's not
very,
cute.
Very hard thing to tackle because so many people have different opinions and feel like certain have so many emotions towards it. So it's like for some people it's hard to talk about. For other people it's not hard to talk about. You know, everybody wants to treat everybody else equally, and at the same time they don't want to be disrespectful and hurt feelings. So it's very difficult to talk about something like that. You know, especially when the person is like just one-sided. You know, they don't see anything else. Like they don't care about reason, nothing. You know, so it's a hard thing to talk about.
And then they will also like because this daycare, like they also get in little groups, and it's like that's a lot. I don't like going to kids' birthday parties. I don't, because I have to talk to these people, and like it's just like some of them are just so just too much. I'm like, settle down, let them be kids, play.
I don't like other
Build
moms.
immunity,
exactly.
like an immune system.
Yeah, it's like some people you just gotta take them with a little grain of salt, you know. Some people you just gotta be like that. Me, I really keep to myself. I really do. Like I don't associate with a lot of people. I know it sounds weird because I'm an artist and everything, but no.
He ain't lying. He keeps to himself.
I keep to myself, but my music is more therapy for me, you know.
Yeah, if I don't keep to myself, I just say stuff that I shouldn't, because there's some people I just can't with some people. I just look ahead. I do put blinders on sometimes. I'm just like, okay. So I guess I could be classified as what I'm talking about, but I'm not like mean about it. Like it's like I feel like there's I've met people that are like blatantly mean about it, like, and put it in my face or someone else's face. I'm like, at least I won't do that. That's why I keep my blinders on in some stances, especially when
I
it
see
comes
what
to
you
kids.
mean. I see what you mean.
Yeah.
I'm humble. I'm really humble. But at the same time, I don't have a filter. You know, but I'm not disrespectful unless I'm disrespected.
See, and
Yeah, so
it's about respect. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, and that is one thing I do want my son to, because I had a friend who had these kids. Her sons were 3, 2, and 3, 3 and 4, and like were saying please, ma'am, and like opening the door for me. I was like, what the heck? And she was a single mom. I was like, what did you do? Usually
That's how
I see all these kids.
my kids.
It
how I
was
train my boys,
adorable.
too.
And she was like, I just want them to be gentlemen. I was like, I like it.
That's good.
It is.
It's not
It
easy
is-
to get a kid onto that track. It's hard.
And it's just a matter of being persistent. And
Yeah.
when I come across let me personalize this. When my kids were younger and they started to say or do things that I did not approve of or that were not appropriate, I would say, wait a minute, you don't this isn't you. Where did you learn that?
Mhm.
And I wouldn't make them wrong, but I would question where they saw it so I can say, yeah, but we don't do that in this family.
Right.
That's okay for them. It's not okay for them. So I'd rather you not do that. And when they'd start bringing home these interesting words, I would say, where did you hear that? I've
Mhm.
never heard you use that word before. Where did you hear that? And they'd say,
Right.
here, there, the other. And I go, yeah, that's something I don't want repeated here. It's just not nice. It's not respectful. And we want to
Yep.
be respectful of each other.
And it's
but it
good
was
that it's good that you explain that to your child, because I feel like some parents, they tell a kid something, but they
because
don't
I said so.
explain why.
Yeah.
You know?
Because I said so, because I'm the mom, because we don't. There was a whole different God, it was a whole different time then, though. I mean, we're talking my kids are your ages, so it was just it was not easy as a single parent, but it was easier than it is now when people aren't butting in your business all the time.
Exactly.
And when
And
somebody
now,
tries to when I'm hanging out with my friend and her kids are
Mhm.
going nuts, I'll say, you want me to help? She says, no, I got this. And she'll go tend to them. And somebody will come up and say, geez, some parents. I said, listen, you have no idea. It's not
yeah,
your business. Back away.
Exactly.
Because I'm going to stand up for my friends. I'm going to stand up for the people I'm
Mhm.
standing with, And
That's
if
how it
there's
should be.
somebody else being disrespectful, you know what? I got something for you right over here.
I'll tell you, when it comes to like parenting, when you said like being a single parent, something easier or harder, I think maybe it might be harder like financially, but like me and Wyatt's father together, we're married, but he has two parents, and like literally, like when you were saying like, where did you hear that from? My son, if he could talk like that, he's only 2, he can't. He'd be like, well, dad says it all the time. That would make my life so hard. And I feel like that's coming. That's coming.
That's
Are
when
you
it
talking about
became.
bad words?
No, I never made
Yeah.
words good or bad. I never made words good or bad. They were acceptable or unacceptable. And
My
it might be
husband's from the
acceptable.
Bronx.
And it might be acceptable for
BX,
daddy to
so-
use those words, but it's not acceptable for you or me to use those words. So
There are
let's not.
certain words that are just a part of our life now that I never
Yeah,
used growing up. It just
but
is what
you
it is.
let Jet do them.
Well, he's starting to.
And how are you going to combat that? What are you going to do?
That's what I'm
Anything?
screaming about, the Fortnite shit that's happening behind us. He's going to start screaming again. And I'm like,
I can't
Oh,
wait
yeah, I
to
need to
get
sit
there.
down
If
and
I
have a
ever-
conversation
Oh.
about it.
we do. And then
I need to make him a host with me and Jet's mom.
Mm-hmm.
It's my first time doing this. Honestly, it's like
you're
it
doing
seemed
great.
like I've been
you're
doing
doing
this.
really good. You're doing really good.
Dude, you're just talking to friends, right?
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Just so
know
you guys
you're
know, I
enjoying
can't
it,
hear a
Jesse.
word you guys are saying right now,
Oh, good.
except what you say.
He'll
What
be
the
fine.
We can
fuck
say all
should we
kinds of
say
awful
to Eddie
things
right
about
now? I don't know, guys. What the fuck should we say? I'm just kidding.
him. Big old Viking.
Yeah, big old Viking.
Viking without
Big
a
white
clue.
chocolate.
Oh, you didn't. Oh, you didn't.
Did I hear what I just heard?
Yeah, you did.
Big white
Yeah,
chocolate
you
drop.
Oh my, you're
You're
too
gonna make him
funny.
blush. Look, you're gonna make him
All right,
blush.
bro.
I'm blushing for you.
April, I'm
All right.
sorry about that.
Hey guys, I'm gonna jump down. I got dinner, so
Oh yeah, I gotta get going too. I gotta go to the
but
store.
thank you, everybody. Nice to meet you, Jesse. Marina,
All right,
always
nice to meet you
lovely
too.
to see you, beautiful, and everybody in chat. I love you, my Rosaling.
All right, thank you for
We will
having
be
me.
listening, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you, chat.
All
Sending
right, well,
blessings to
take over.
everybody.
Always a pleasure.
Oh man.
All right, brother.
All right,
I love you, dog.
love you too.
I'm gonna stay up here for a second, but I'll be quiet. Kung Fu Panda, you take care of yourself.
Where did Jet's mom go? She left.
She dropped down. She said she had to go get dinner.
Okay.
Yeah, she did. Make dinner.
And I'm going to be quiet, but I want to talk to you after, so I'm going to hang out here for a minute. Okie dokie. Eddie, you're muted.
I was talking to my mother.
Oh, I see. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
she was doing that on purpose.
So yeah, that's my brother.
Sweet. Nice guy.
Yep.
He's
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
I like him.
I was like, I see you guys having an in-depth conversation. I'm like, man, I need to make him come up here and hang out with us more regularly.
I loved it. I think he's really cool.
Yep.
All right, fly safe, Kung Fu Panda.
Be strong, Kung Fu Panda. Be strong. I don't know. Sorry. I have that lots of words. But yeah, be safe. I like that.
So, but that's it for today's live. We covered some serious traction.
Good night, guys.
All right, good night, Marina. All right. I love you guys. Thank you guys for being here. I'll see you guys tomorrow around the same time. And we'll have another discussion about something else. I don't know, whatever comes to mind. Talking about friendship and loyalty came to mind today when I woke up. I was like, I've never talked about friendship and loyalty. So, all right, everybody. I will see you guys tomorrow. And you guys have a wonderful day. And Kristen, let me know when you're free in Discord. Send me a message so we can set up a time to do a show where we talk about your struggles with anorexia and how you survived. That'd be a good discussion. All right, everybody. You guys have a blessed night, and we'll see you tomorrow.